Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Messine, and today we are finishing part 2 of my beginner series. I know it's been a while, but there's been several updates, so it's 2023. Let's get you the top 10 tips for beginner players in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let's get started. Okay, tip number 1 is going to be to unlock Moana and Wally as quickly as possible and get their, Wally has a garden and Moana has a boat, so get those upgraded as quickly as you can. I know it takes coin, but as soon as you have enough coin, get those things upgraded because those quest lines and things are going to be vital to giving you enough ingredients to cook. And so I would recommend opening Moana's realm and Wally's realm before I do Remy's realm. That's just my take on it. I did Remy's realm first when I first started, but I would definitely recommend checking Moana and Wally off your list first. And also that way you can check for fish every day and check for the garden every day. You'll have those ingredients in your inventory, so when it comes time to cook, you can definitely not be behind on that. So tip number 2 is going to be to upgrade your tools. So your pickaxe, your shovel, your watering can, even your fishing rod, they will all eventually be upgraded by questing and doing things for characters. And as you can see here, Maui just gave me an upgraded pickaxe, and we're going to go break apart those blue things that you see on the beach. Each biome has a different resource that will respawn continually. So the beach has these blue, I don't even know what you would call them. They look like giant shells. They're from Moana, and so as you can see here, Maui is taking us to the first one, and he's going to show us that we can actually use our pickaxe to now break that because we have upgraded our tools. Now, in order to upgrade your tools, you will need to follow the quest lines. Each biome and each character has a different quest line to upgrade the tools, and some tools can be upgraded more than once. So this is the first upgrade, and as you can see, I broke apart that blue shell. Okay, so tip number 3, we are moving right along. Tip number 3 is going to be to head into Scrooge's shop, of course daily. I believe I said that in my last video. You want to be checking the shop daily for new items, furniture items, clothing items like this hairstyle I had not ever had, so check that every day. But definitely tip number 3, so you are going to want to get Scrooge, and whenever he is in his shop, you can actually go to him and say, I would like to order some items, and go to furniture, and you can order duplicates of items that you've already bought. So for example, I believe I bought this espresso machine a few weeks ago, and let's say I want to decorate an area in a biome and I want to make a coffee shop. Well, I'm going to need several of those espresso machines, so I can actually order multiple of these, and this really helps when it comes to layering furniture items out in your valley and decorating. Sometimes you just need multiples of one thing, so make sure that you're ordering those. There is a 25 daily limit, so be sure to do that at least once a day if you can. So tip number 4 goes right along with tip number 3, and that is storage. So there is a little trick in the game. These vintage chests, which is your actual house chest that I believe you get in the beginning, and as you upgrade your house, the storage capacity upgrades with your house. So once you have your house upgraded all the way, you will have complete inventory space here. And I use these chests. I go to Scrooge's, and I'm going to show you that here in just a bit, but I add a chest like this to each and every biome next to my well, and I keep my crafting supplies, things that I pick up while foraging, in there, and that way I have them at my house when I'm ready to distribute them into their permanent storage. Again, you can go to Scrooge and order more of these, so I order one for every biome. So when you're just starting out, you may only need 1 or 2, but eventually, like I said, I get one for each biome, and that way you have a storage chest that you can dump things into, and it actually links to each of the other chests. So if that makes sense, it's cloned inventory. So like say you have dumped something in one biome and you go back to your house, it's in that chest, so you can access it from the chest in your house, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but and they did update the storage for these different furniture items. They actually do function as small chests now, so if you want to decorate your valley and actually utilize them as well, that is a fun little bonus tip. So tip number, what number are we on? We are number 5. Tip number 5. Okay, moving right along. I want to recommend this every day if you possibly can. As you can see, I have several night thorns that have grown up. I haven't logged into this particular account, so my biomes have grown up some night thorns. So you definitely want to be clearing out your biomes at least once a week, if not once every other day or every couple of days, because these night thorns do grow up and they are a pain in the booty to get rid of. So clearing out your biome, especially like going and gathering resources while you're waiting on a quest. As you can see up in the top left corner here, I'm waiting on a coconut tree to grow for a quest line. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going through and clearing the biome. I am moving things, picking up things, fishing, resource gathering, mining, all of the things. So definitely be doing that while you're waiting on a quest, especially if it is time gated. So that is really useful. All right, tip number 6. This is one of my favorites, and I don't know who discovered that you could do this, but let's say you have a plot of holes that you have dug for a garden, or you dug holes and you didn't mean to dig holes, or you were just digging for resources and you want to get rid of those. So you're going to go into your furniture menu, you're going to grab a rug. I think you can get one of these starter rugs in Scrooge's shop for fairly low coin, and you're just going to place the rug over the holes. As you can see, it makes the holes disappear. And then before exiting the furniture menu, you want to make sure the rug is still laid down on the ground somewhere. Exit the furniture menu, and then all of your holes are gone. Now if you exit the furniture menu without the rug being down, it won't save that. So make sure that you exit the furniture menu with the rug still being down, and then you can go back into the furniture menu and delete it. Okay, so I have a little bonus tip here for you guys. If you already have valley villagers in your biome, you can go back to their realm really quickly by using fast travel. You don't have to travel all the way to the plaza and then walk up to the castle and then go back into their realm. You can just fast travel to their realm, which makes especially quests like this where you have to go back for something really quickly, like Maui asked me to go back and look for these supplies, so you can just fast travel there. I was one of those people that didn't know that starting out, and I would walk all the way into the castle and walk through the door, but this is just a much faster way to travel. Okay, tip number 7 is going to be to always check the Disney Dreamlight Discord or Twitter and watch for redemption codes. And in order to claim a redemption code, you are going to go over here to your settings and help and type in the redemption code. The latest redemption code is Ocean View. So if you want to type that in, if you haven't already, and claim your prizes, they did give away these furniture items. So that's a really fun way to interact with the game. And as you can see, I got free furniture items. I didn't have to do anything but put in a code. So be watching the community for that, especially other creators. They are really good about letting you know as soon as there's a new code or a hidden code that we didn't know about. Okay, so tip number 8, and I guess this is tip number 9 because I did give you a bonus tip, but tip number 8 is going to be to upgrade your house as soon as you have the coins to do so. Like I said before, when talking about the vintage chest, every time you upgrade your house, you are going to get access to more inventory slots in your vintage chest, so you definitely want to be upgrading that until you get it fully upgraded. I went the extra mile on my other account, my main account, and I got all 20 floors upgraded because I just had the coin to spend. But you don't have to do that. I would just make sure that you get your house all the way fully upgraded, which means that orange sign out in front of your house is no longer there to be upgraded. Tip number 9 is going to be to always take a companion with you, whatever activity you're doing. For example, here, Moana is my fisherman, so I do get a bonus whenever I am fishing. She does give me extra fish, and it also levels her up, but she will level no matter what activity you're doing. So if you don't have a bunch of characters in your valley, don't worry, don't stress, you can still level them up, even if you're gardening and you set them as a fisher, even if you're mining and you set them as a gardener. Any activity that you do, if you see that little star above her head, that means she's leveling up. So she's going to level up slower if I'm gardening and she's a fisherman, but that's okay. You just want to be having a companion with you at all times. When you get all of your characters leveled to level 10, which is their max level, then you don't have to do this, but I definitely recommend having a character with you when you are gardening to get that bonus. Okay guys, tip number 10, the 10th and final tip, and it's gonna be so good. Are you ready? Okay, tip number 10 is to play at your own pace. I know, Ranessa, there are so many so many cheesy things I could have said, but really this game is all about playing at your own pace. If you want to unlock a biome and then unlock a realm, which is what I did when I first started, I went biome, realm, but really it's just play at your own pace, and that's the beauty of this game, is you can really set the standard and the tone for how you want to play. You can unlock everything within a week probably if you really grind and try really hard, or you can just play really slowly and enjoy the content, enjoy the story. The story is absolutely beautiful. I just finished the first part of the story, so I highly recommend playing in your own time at your own pace, and most of all, enjoy the content. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end, and if you have made it this far and you enjoyed the tips, please let me know by giving me a like and a comment if you enjoy this content, as well as if I missed anything that I should cover in a future video. I hope to see you guys soon, especially when we have multiplayer in the game, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye!